Hey, what's up, guys? I am here to give you a TNA review for August 22nd, 2013. Um, Pretty good TNA. Live reactions are up, so check those out. Um, we get Taz and Mike Tenay on commentary, and it tells you what happened last week with the Bound for Glory series and Bully Ray regaining his championship. Tito Ortiz and Bully Ray are backstage. Bully Ray's talking to Brooke, and he says that tonight is about us, and that tonight the whole world's gonna know about us. He tells Tito Ortiz he's his brother from another mother. Not really, but he probably is thinking that. Mr. Anderson's a little upset that Bully Ray didn't tell him about didn't tell him about Tito Ortiz. And Bully Ray says, hey, he's just club business. Since he's with me, he's with you as well. And Bully Ray just tells Mr. Anderson to handle his business. Bobby Roode and Bad Influence come out to cut a promo. They talk about how they're going to how they're dominating the Bound for Glory series right now. Bully Ray says that, Bobby Roode says he literally turned the tables, and that was kind of a cheesy line. Kazarian said that he beat the best superstars in the ladder match. And Christopher Daniels says he's gonna up the ante and get points himself. James Storm and Gunner come out, and James Storm says, "What are you guys doing? He's only using you for his own personal reasons. And once he's through with you, he's gonna turn on you like he's turned on me when I was with him for 4 years." And then Bobby Roode says that he's always been jealous of him, and James Storm says he's gonna take off his hat and glasses and punch and turn around and punch Bobby Roode in the face, and he does. And then Gunner attacks Kazarian, and I guess it leads up to a tag team match. It was Bobby Roode and Kazarian versus James Storm and Gunner. Not a bad match. James Storm does an atomic drop, which leads to Gunner doing a good clothesline, so that was pretty cool. Bobby Roode ends up getting the win by low blowing James Storm behind the referee's back, so that was cool. I'm glad they won. They deserve to win. Oh, they also asked if Austin Aries wanted to join up with them. And Austin Aries backstage, and he says he's gonna give them their answer later tonight. We get ShopTNA.com ad. We get Sanjay Dutt versus Manic. Pretty good match here. Manic rushes to the win, and Sanjay Dutt tries to attack him by doing a flip Cena senton on him, but Manic was running too fast, but Sanjay Dutt was able to land on his feet, and then they had a good clean match. They did a springboard splash. They did a Manic did a drop kick, did a did a version of a go to sleep, and then he hit his finisher for the win, so Manic got the win. Aces and Eights are backstage, and they're talking about how they're gonna deal with club business. And then the Street Fight participants are backstage getting ready for the match. We get Jay Bradley versus Hernandez versus Christopher Daniels versus Joseph Polk with Eric Young. And the Street Fight winner gets 20 points in the Bound for Glory series. And during this, it shows a Bound for Glory series ad. I was supposed to say ad. And the main event Mafia backstage trying to talk strategy. It was an okay match. Jay Bradley puts a chair around Hernandez's neck and throws it into the turnbuckle, and then as Bobby Roode and Kazarian come out during the match, and Roode and Kazarian double team what's his face? They double team Hernandez and attack him on the outside. They do the same thing to Polk and Jay Bradley, and Kazarian back body drops Hernandez on the stage, on the ouch of the stage. And Kazarian's getting ready to win the match. Austin Aries comes out and gives Kazarian a brainbuster. And Roode and Kazarian chase Austin Aries outside, outside the impact zone. And then Jay Bradley hits Joseph Park with brass knuckles, but he bleeds, and he no-sells the brass knuckles. It causes him to go into that monster zone. And he hits the Black Hole Slam with Jay Bradley for the win, and he gets 10 points. Oh, actually, I read it online that it's 17 points. He has right now 17 points in the Bound for Glory series. The main event Mafia backstage again, and they're upset that no one stepped up, and Magnus says that we should step up because we are the Bound for Glory series. Then we get Bully Ray's championship celebration. He talks about how he shocked the world, and Tito Ortiz doesn't really give an explanation, actually. He just says that he'll knock us out or something. And Bully Ray says that, you thought I shocked you before, I'm going to shock you again. And he introduces his girlfriend, Brooke Tessmacher. That was a shock. I forgot her name was Brooke Tessmacher. Her name was Miss Tessmacher. But she had to change it because Brooke Hogan came to TNA. And she actually comes up to Brooke Hogan's theme music, too. And then Bully Ray says that he's getting more out of this relationship than he was with Brooke Hogan. And he takes off the wedding ring. Well, Brooke Hogan Brooke Tessmacher, puts it in her mouth and spits it out. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest with you. I don't think they were planning on doing this as well, but since Brooke Hogan got released, they had to do something. Like, I think they're going to drag it out. Now, I still think Hulk Hogan and Bully Ray are still going to have a match for no fucking reason. Gail, Kim, and ODB are backstage headed to the match. Then it shows Brooke Tessmacher join Aces and Eights. I also want Brooke Tessmacher to go for the Knockouts Championship, too. We get Gail Kim versus ODB. Gail Kim works over the arm and ends up rolling up ODB for the win. The main event, Mafia and Aces and Eights are backstage headed to the match. ShopTNA.com, man. Jeff Hardy's talking about the Bound for Glory series. He talked about how he's won it before and that the people in this one seem like that they're harder to beat. I think the one last year was actually kind of harder. Let's see. You had Bully Ray in it last year. You had James Storm, who was on fire last year. So Mojo and Magnus were both in it last year. Kurt Angle was in it last year, so yeah, so I think it was harder last year. Then it shows Austin Aries' answer to joining them, and Austin Aries says that it gets an interview and says that he doesn't need anybody to be world champion. He's done it before by himself by beating Bobby Roode, and he can do it again. I don't know if he's a face or a heel or not, but I think he's a tweener. I don't know what's going on with Austin Aries, if he's a face or a heel. I think he should be face. And then Chris Sabin gives his thoughts on losing the world championship, and he was a little upset because the cage was made so Aces and Eights would stay out, but Aces and Eights didn't stay out, and he thought the Mafia would have a match. Rampage had his back, but Tito Ortiz was just a little bit smarter, and he says that he's going to get rid of Aces and Eights because they're like a disease, and he's going to get back his World Heavyweight Championship. Then we get Aces and Eights versus the main, which consists of everybody: Mr. Anderson, Devon, Mike Knox, Garrett Bischoff, and Mr. Anderson. They have 5. Wes Briscoe. And the main event Mafia consisted of Stin, Magnus, Samoa Joe, and Rampage Jackson. Mr. Anderson brings out Bully Ray, and he offers to just have one of the members just lay down, and we'll just cover him. But Stin says that they're not going to do that. They're going to make the sacrifices and do the best they can to fight him off. And then AJ Styles comes out, and he comes out with the Dark Mysterious music. And then he gets back his other music, so I think he's actually joined up with them. I think he's a face now. And they all brawl around the ring, and then Aces and Eights dominate Madness for a while. Sting gets the hot tag of Mike Knox, and if you see my live reactions, I really wanted Mike Knox to go. I hate Mike Knox. And then Sting, but it didn't happen. They teased it a little bit when Sting was gonna make him tap out, but then AJ Styles ended up pinning Devon, so he's gone. I was surprised, and that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.